talk to Keith and see what he has in mind. Hey, Keith, how you doing?
Fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
I may be taking my 8-year-old dog and 7-year-old cat to Europe.
Okay.
And they're well-behaved animals, beautifully trained, house-trained. But I'm concerned about the trauma that they would have to experience in flight.
Right.
And I was wondering, is there something that you could recommend, or is possibly common, that is prescribed to pretty much make them so tranquil that they don't know what's going on. I mean, they're going to know when to get up and drink some water from a bowl that'll be provided, that kind of thing. But I sure would like to reduce the stress, primarily due to the noise factor.
Yeah. No. Great question. So first of all, best piece of advice is, wherever you're ending up, make sure you find out from that country exactly what their requirements are for bringing those pets in, because they vary, and it's a real issue sometimes for getting things done. But
yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah,
I have done that.
Okay. In answer to your question, the problem is there's a point where you can sedate them, and it can get dangerous to where you can make them comfortable. So a lot of people use things like acepromazine or Xanax. And the problem with that is that it can affect their swallowing and their breathing. So what I do, Keith, is I recommend a product called Composure, which is a natural supplement. I also recommend that my owners think about giving some melatonin, which is a natural sleep aid that works with this. I also, in the cat situation, I use a pheromone called Feliway. In the dog, I use Adaptil. These are naturally occurring pheromones that make the animals more tranquil.
Okay, and the cat, how would you spell that first one for the cat?
It's called Composure.
No, that's the natural stuff. Then you said for the cat there was something else?
Melatonin.
Oh, melatonin, and there was something else.
It's called Feliway. Feliway.
Seliway.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a natural pheromone, and you can we spray it in all of our cat exam rooms, but you can actually spray it on the bedding inside the carrier, and it really works amazingly well in helping. So I use all of those in combination, and I've really had great results. I also advocate that my clients try this on their animals way before you fly. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to simulate flying, but even getting them in the car afterwards, seeing how long it takes to take effect. Sometimes the onset of action of these things could be an hour and a half, and making sure you're getting that level of relaxation you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, on the melatonin, would that be the kind that humans take?
Correct.
And how much of a dose would you give to a cat that's probably, she's 7 years old, she's not fat, she's not thin, she's just in terrific shape?
Well, I use the 1 milligram size, and I will actually dose them down with a half of a capsule for a cat. That's about the right dose for a cat that size.
And just put that in her water or whatever?
Usually, I don't like to put it in water because that can maybe not make them drink. I actually put it in a little bit of their favorite food, like a canned food or tuna or sardines, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Good luck.
So, Doc, but when you're talking about a trip to Europe,
yes,
what do you do when you need to redose within your 20-something hour flight? You can't go down to cargo.
Yeah, it's very tough, and nothing really hangs on that long. Sometimes people will fly from Tucson to New York and then have a chance to be with their animals for a short period of time before they get on to the next flight. So I would tell people to bring another preloaded can of food or whatever and have it all ready to go. But that's why I also recommend really checking these animals ahead of time, trying something stressful and see how that combination has worked. Because in the dog, there's also the Thunder Shirt that we use, and some of our animals, we need to compound things like Xanax or Prozac or one of those types of things to help. I mean,
yeah, and I think that's what you're bringing up with the spray. If you spray it on in their carrier, if you have a blanket or something in their carrier, would that last through the flight?
It will.
Okay.
That will actually last. In the dog, we use the spray, and I have them put the collar on the dog. There's a collar for dogs.
Okay.
They don't use the collar in cats because, again, of the same problem of getting it stuck or choking and that kind of thing. But, yeah, it's a great way to go.
Okay.